Welcome to another video, guys, and I think I have some really important news for you regarding the Northeastern University admits and rejects for CS and DS programs that came out last night. So a couple hours before I'm making this video, the admissions results for the computer science and data science people came out, and the results are a little bit surprising to me as well, because I'm going to show you exactly what's going on, and I'm going to tell you what kind of research I've done. If you have gotten admit, here's why. If you have gotten reject, here's why. Okay, so let's move on into the video and let's talk about the Northeastern University's decisions. So for fall 2021, guys, before I show you the dilemma and give you the explanation, let me actually show you the kind of people who got in and the kind of people who got rejected. Okay, so you can take a look at this first profile over here. And by the way, before we even go ahead and do that, let me actually tell you that the admission requirements clearly state that the GRE is optional now for the Northeastern University. They will accept it if you send it, but at the same time, they do not have a mandate on it. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so we'll take a look at the first profile. Now this profile over here, the GPA is 8 out of 10, research papers are 0, backlogs are 0, and the work experience is also 0. Okay, and their scores are also a little bit lower, but at the same time, you can say the major contributing factor over here you will find is the GPA, 8 out of 10. Let me tell you, this profile got a reject. I can assure you that the applications were good, everything else was good because we worked on them, but this profile did get a reject. Let me actually show you another one over here. 7.8 GPA, even though the work experience is a little bit higher, profile also got a reject. Let me show you another one over here. Now this is also someone I know, 7.6 GPA, and again, fall 2021, they're going for it, they also got a reject. GI score is a little bit lower again. So these kind of people got rejects. Now let me tell you about the people who got admitted, because that's an important thing to see to really understand what's going on. Okay, so let me just show you one of the profiles who got admitted. Now that's this one over here. This person has a 9.12 GPA, CGPA out of 10. Okay, that's a pretty good GPA. Then there's 2 research papers. Then there's 1 month work experience. That's pretty much negligible, but the GI scores are also pretty good in this case. Okay, now this person got an admit. So the one thing that you will find all across the admits and rejects that you have seen, and I've actually talked to a couple of people, not only these, I'm just showing you these as an example to prove a point, is that the people who have GPA more than 8.5, these are the people who have seen tremendous admits. GPA more than 8.5, maybe a decent GRE score, because if someone has a decent score, we basically endorse them. Hey, look, you should submit it, even if the university is waiving it off, and they have written on their application on their portal or on their requirements that hey, the test has been suspended, but although applicants are welcome to submit their scores voluntarily, so you can still submit it. So this is what was happening in this applicant's case. We did recommend him to do that. So why is it the case that the applicants only with a 9+ or 8.5+ GPA are being accepted? Is it the case that Northeastern has suddenly turned so ambitious? No, it's not the case. Let me actually show you one of the admits from the spring term. From the spring term, I can show you that this person had a 7.42 GPA. That's the lowest as compared to all the other 3 admits that we talked about, right? All the other 3 rejects that we talked about. They had 28 months of work experience. They applied for spring, pretty decent GRE score, but still not one of the top-notch GRE scores, and they got an admit. Okay, so has Northeastern turned suddenly all ambitious, or what's really going on? So I reached out to a couple of people. I reached out to some friends at NEU as well, and I reached out to a couple of alumni as well. And really what it's looking like is that this time, the way that things have gone for fall 2020, right? Fall 2020 was last year, and a lot of people actually went ahead and said, hey NEU, we're gonna come in next year. We cannot come in this year because of COVID. So 2020, that's what happened. A lot of people deferred their admits to 2021, and NEU is one of the universities which has not handled it very well. So apparently I do not think they're increasing their intake size. I do not think they're increasing any sort of opportunities in terms of the number of students, but the admissions happen the same way as always. NEU used to accept profiles with 7.5 GPA. That's something that I've seen happening almost all the years I've been working in the industry, but recently in this term they have not been doing so, and the reason I can assure you is that they did not have enough seats. So I would say don't worry if this is something that, don't put yourself down if you got a reject. It's not something that was in your hands. It's not something that anyone knew about. Only the people who are working at NEU, and they knew the situation, that hey, the number of basically the CGPA needs to be higher than this, because hey, we only can accept, maybe, if we accept 100 students every year, no, this time we can only accept 20. So that's the sort of thing that's happening, okay? And apart from that, I think it's still a pretty great university, but at the same time, don't worry if you did not get an admit, because these sort of things happen on the back end. No one really knows what's going on, and you couldn't have known in advance as well. So don't worry about it. There are other universities to look forward to. If one university has not handled the situation really, really well, it's not really your fault. And I certainly hope that NEU starts doing something about this. Hopefully, from the next term they will not be as ambitious again, because the whole COVID-19 thing happened, and they had to defer all the admits. But hopefully, I'm hoping that NEU will come right back on track. All right. So for now, don't worry about it. I just wanted to explain the situation from my end, from the research that I did, and I think that it's really important for you to not let yourself down. There's other universities, other places you will be, getting admission in, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I wanted to assure you that you will have the first information as soon as you subscribe over here. I'll come back with the next videos. I'll tell you about the first thing that's going on with which university gave out the admit and everything else. If you're on my Instagram, by the way, I posted it last night within minutes of getting the news that NEU has given out the admits. Within minutes, I posted on Instagram. So if you want, you can follow me on Instagram. You will have very quick access to information like that. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care.